Welcome to all. In this particular video, we will see the concept of Boolean algebra. So in mathematics also, probably you would have seen this concept, but if you are very new to this concept, we will explain and we will concentrate on the concept. Okay, the Boolean algebra is used to analyze and simplify the digital circuits. Whenever we are building the digital circuit and whenever we are constructing any kind of circuits which are digitally triggered, or logic circuits we will say usually, so we require Boolean algebra. Why we are requiring this Boolean algebra? To analyze and simplify the circuits. Okay, so it uses only the binary numbers, that is 0 and 1. So it is very much essential when we talk about the computer system, because computer system only understands zeros and ones. That directly means that computer system will be having its own circuit, and this logic circuit, or logic gates, or that kind of board or circuit board, so which will mainly deal with the zeros and ones. To analyze that and to simplify the actual complexity of the system, we may rely on Boolean algebra concept. So it is also called as binary algebra or logical algebra. So why we are saying binary algebra? Because this concept only deals with the zeros and ones. So that is the reason why we go for binary algebra. And logical algebra, because it requires logics. So zeros and ones, or A or B, how we are going to deal with the input, and how exactly it works. So those concepts will be there in this particular system. Okay, Boolean algebra was invented by George Boole in 1954. This is the old concept which you have to understand. Okay, this is the one thing. The second thing is, now let us, if we concentrate on the rules of this Boolean algebra, then there are some main rules for this particular Boolean algebra. We will see one by one. The first one is, variable used can have only two values. Obviously, because when we are dealing with binary things, definitely at the max you will be having two values, isn't it? So that is nothing but high or low, or 1 or 0. Okay, so why we are saying high? Because when we are dealing with the voltages or signals, definitely we may pass 5 volt or 10 volts based on the architecture again. But if you are passing that kind of voltages or current, or if you are passing the signals, then definitely it can be considered as 1. With respect to solving the actual understanding the actual concept, we can say that it is a binary 1, and low for binary 0, or 0 volt, or if you're not passing anything, or if there are any changes with respect to the signals, then definitely we can consider it as a binary 0. All these concepts are required to see the variations in the system. Okay, the second thing is, complement of a variable is represented by the over bar. So if you are going for complements, if you are going for the not operations, or complementing things, then you can go for over bar. One small dash will be put above the variable. Thus complement of variable b is represented as, so they have given, if b equal to 0, then it is equal to 1 when you put b bar. Okay, that is the meaning. Fine. Next, ORing of the variable is represented by a plus sign between them. So whenever you want to OR it, or whenever you want to add it, then you can go for plus symbol. And for example, a b c is represented as a plus b plus c. So this is the normal operation. You are not learning any new concept here. It is not a rocket science. In PUC level, you might have seen this Boolean algebra or algebraic functions, or some of the basic information about this Boolean algebra in mathematics. But with respect to logic gates, or circuits, this is somewhat different, isn't it? The concepts will be same, but your application, or you are applying those concepts, mathematical concepts, in circuit level. Fine. Now and logical ANDing is the logic ANDing of the two or more variable is represented by writing a dot between them, such as a dot b dot c. Something like, if you are going for multiplication, ANDing means, isn't it, true into true is true, true into false is false, false into true is false, and false in false is false. So you can remember the truth table. In previous videos I have given some truth table for AND operation, OR operation. So those concepts will be applied here as well. Okay, sometimes the dot may be omitted like ABC, that also fine, that expression or that syntax also fine with respect to ANDing concept. Fine, we will see some of the laws, Boolean laws, which are associated with this. So this is for your knowledge purpose. You should remember these laws for the better approach of Boolean algebra at the max. Okay, the first one is commutative law, where A dot B or A into B equal to B into A. Fine, it is a kind of law. You have to see the actual expression, so that is the law you have to follow with respect to Boolean circuit. Or A plus B equal to B plus A. Fine. Now if you concentrate on associative law, it is something like A dot B within the brackets, and you have three variables over here, so A dot B and dot C, or A dot B dot C. Okay, so it's a form, or it's a law which you have to understand. Next, distributive law. So it is nothing but A dot B plus C equal to A dot B plus C. Sorry, A dot B plus A dot C. Fine, that is distributive law. Fine, so you are ultimately multiplying A with the B and C. That is the meaning, isn't it? So next, AND law is represented as A dot 0 equal to 0. Whenever you are multiplying 0 with anything, any variable, it becomes 0. It is a by default one. A dot 1 is A, and A dot A is A, not 0. A dot A is A. Now A dot A bar, or complement of A, is equal to 0. Isn't it? So it is something like, if A equal to 1, A bar will be 0. So 0 into any number is 0. That is the reason why A dot A bar is 0 with respect to AND law. Now when we consider the OR law, it is something like A plus 0 equal to A, and it is something like any number which is added with 0 is the same number, isn't it? In the same fashion, you can understand this. Next, A plus 1 equal to 1. Any variable plus 1 equal to 1 with respect to OR law. You have to remember that. A plus A equal to again A, and A plus A bar equal to 1. Why A plus A bar equal to 1? Because A plus A bar equal to 1, because you are ANDing the concepts, isn't it? When 0 plus 1 is 0. Now at last but not the least, the last one is inversion law. So whenever you are assigning some value to the variable, if you are going for inversion, you are going to get the same value at the end. So these are some of the laws which you have to concentrate. So rest of the concept we will see in the next video. So just make sure that you practice these laws so that you don't forget in the future. Okay, thanks for watching.